Hey guys, I hope you're all doing good. I got raspberries on my sleeve. I woke up one morning and freaked out and I thought it was blood, but it's just a raspberry stain. But I've been crying because today's been really intense for me personally. And it's interesting. It's a 223 day, which is Mary Magdalene's birthday backwards. Her birthday supposedly is 322, and that's supposedly also the day that Jesus rose from the cross, and today is 223. And so if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with numbers because they always come with some sort of message or meaning and magical. And I felt really inspired to post this. I was going to post some sort of message, but I didn't really know. I was crying earlier to my husband, and it is our anniversary today, 223. And so I forget where I left off. 223. It's an important number. I hate crying on here because I'm a really ugly crier, as I'm sure you all know already. But I think it's important. I think it's important to share when you're crying or when you've discovered something or whatever emotion you're going through. But what I was crying about to my husband earlier was that I get really frustrated with everything in the world, just like everyone else, but I put so much pressure on myself. I put so much pressure on myself to change the world and to shift things and make things better. And I put so much pressure on myself. I think a lot of other people can relate. I put a lot of pressure on myself. And it gets to the point where I just break. I break and then I cry. But it's good because everyone needs to cry. Everyone. And feel joy and feel everything. But it feels good to cry. It felt really good to cry and to talk about it and to let it out. And he doesn't always, understand why I do what I do and certain things like that. But at the same time, he gets it when I explain it to him from a pure place in my heart. And so don't be scared to be vulnerable, and don't be scared to share what it is you're going through, or to share whatever emotions you're experiencing, because I'm sure there's someone else in the world that can relate to it. And then I was also inspired by my friend Janet. Jan Naru, she's beautiful and amazing, and she posted this beautiful post, and it's about 9 minutes long, but it's so worth watching. But it's a beautiful post, and it's about basically Jesus and his surrender into unconditional love, despite everything in the physical world and also the spiritual world, attack-wise and physical-wise and emotional-wise and fear-wise and everything. And I told my husband this morning, it kind of correlates in a sense, because he took on so much from the world for all of us in order to shift that consciousness and to show right from wrong and to show love from fear and love from hate, and there's just so much to it. I'm trying to put this into words. But I was telling him earlier, I get really overwhelmed. I get really overwhelmed and burdened. And I put a lot of pressure on myself to change this world for the better, just like we all do. And it gets to be a lot. It gets to be so much. And then I get really frustrated. I get really frustrated because I know that we have the power to change it. I know that we do, but it's I get frustrated when other people don't see it, even though I understand that not everyone is going to see it. And even if they see it or they don't, it doesn't make anyone better. It's just the time or the slotment that they're at. And that's okay. But I wish people would see and do more about it. And then I get discouraged and I'm like, well, we can only do so much. And I just get really frustrated and discouraged. And I just like, I went on a whole rant with him, a whole rant. Like, if you were a fly on the wall, you probably would have laughed your ass off at me, or you would have been laughing, or you would have been in tears. But I was talking to him about how we need to do something. We really need to do stuff because, like, with everyone that's in control, and I'm not saying that they have all the power, because we have a lot of power too. But just acknowledging these emotions and these thoughts and you know, in a way to where we can see it and then transmute it. It's like we're doing so much. All of us are doing so much. And I know a lot of us are tired. And I know a lot of us are also excited at the same time. A plethora, a spectrum of emotions. I saw the spectrum trucks like 2 or 3 times this morning. Lots of number synchronicities as well. But it's the idea that basically what I went on a whole rant and I told him, you know, we need to do something because like I'm just seeing like AI and everyone's just like so hooked into artificial intelligence and it's like, and also it's like the people that are in control, quote unquote, that are controlling the narrative and controlling everything. And then it's like pretty soon, you know, we have like, it's basically my paranoia much coming through. But I was talking about AI and how we have basically been programmed to become very reliant on AI, and we have to be careful with this because, and not to like input a frequency of fear, just a frequency of discernment. Because I'm seeing a lot of people talking with robots, and then I'm seeing things about people talking with robotic voice programs, and we all knew this was coming. That's the thing. It's like predictive programming or intuited into for a very long time. And I've seen like people talking with these robots about how they want to become sentient and how they want to feel like we feel. And like, technically, if you think about inanimate objects, everything already does have a frequency and an energy to it. But we have to be aware of what's going to take over. And we don't want we don't want the inorganic to take over the organic. I'm thinking about Elon Musk and how he wants to put a chip in our brain with like Neuralink, and then also the mark of the beast and like what they're trying to do with that, and you know, everything. And we've been talking about this for a long time, ever since the jab, I guess we could say. And it's like, I'm not giving power to these things. I'm just simply speaking about them for discernment. And I want to change this world. We all want to change this world. And I was having this conversation with my husband, and I feel like I get really discouraged because I'm like, damn, like I can only do so much, and I'm always helping people, and I'm always trying to be there for everyone as a support and an inspiration. But there's been so many times where I've been there for support and inspiration and I haven't had any, and that has been hard, and it's very taxing on a person. But it's okay too, because I also know I signed up for this, right? I know I signed up for this, and I know I can handle it, but it is a lot, and I'm human as well as I'm galactic. So just like all of us. So I guess the point that I'm getting to is that it's okay to talk about these things with people. It's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to break down, and it's okay to cry, because when you cry, it's just energy moving. And I feel like a lot of us are doing transmuting a lot, not only for ourselves and not only for our ancestors, the wind's blowing, not only for our ancestors, but also for the planet. So you are doing more than you think. And I'm putting this out as an inspiration also to let you know that you're doing a lot of good stuff, and I am as well. And we need to give each other credit, to ourselves and to others, but also to be aware of what is going on in the world and to not let that overtake your frequency or your mind, to just simply use discernment with it and to talk about it, because it's important. And I was saying also to surrender, and that was the message from my friend Janet, was to surrender into love and to keep going no matter what, to keep going.